process of connecting a reader to the gateway, whether you're connecting through a reader expansion module or not, if it's just the Go on its own, the process is the exact same. And I'm going to walk you through that. So first thing you're going to do is click on System Configuration, and then you're going to click Devices. And in the bottom right corner, there's a little plus button for Create a Device. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to give my device a name. I'm going to come down to IP address, and I'm going to program the static IP address that I have reserved for this device on my network. Next, I'm going to go to subnet mask, and I'm going to program my subnet mask, and then finally the gateway IP. So this is the router's gateway IP, 192.168.1.1 for my network, and I'm going to click the add button. So as soon as I do that, you'll see there's a little blue bar that sits next to the reader, and that blue bar tells us the reader's programmed, but it's never been connected to the gateway. When I click on the device I created, you'll see the system automatically generated a configuration QR code for the reader. In this QR code, all the IP details that you just programmed are embedded inside of it. So all we need to do to get a reader online is show this QR code to the reader. You can either click on the QR code and take a picture of it. Make sure when you do this that your cursor is not over top of the QR code. It's a common mistake that we've seen people make. Also, you can just click on the email icon. You can email this to yourself, or you can write over top of this and email it to another technician. So I'm going to take the QR code that I just programmed. I'm going to present it to the reader. In the top left corner, you'll see a little QR code icon. If it turns green, it means it took it. It was a good QR. If it turns red, it means it didn't. So here it's green. Then you see a Godin. So this is telling us that it's working, it's taking its changes. And now when we look at the display, I see the StoneLock logo, but it's clear. Once it lights up, that's your indication that it's connected to the gateway. So if it's clear, it's not connected. And then when it lights up, like it just did, it is now going to be connected to the gateway. And you can see in the event list that it's showing that the reader connected, that it started a synchronization and finished one. Now that the reader's programmed and connected, I'm going to go into System Configuration and Devices, and you can see the reader I just programmed. The bar to the left is now green. It was blue before. Green means we're connected and talking. The icon for my reader now has a shield in the top right corner. What that tells us is that this reader is being connected through a reader expansion module. If you install this with a reader on its own and no reader expansion module, you will not have that shield. If I click on the reader, there's a new button here, verification mode. So here's where I can select between face, card and face, or card or face. And the other thing I wanted to point out is any StoneLock reader can be a enrollment reader. And all we have to do for enrollment is leave that star on. So it's on at default. So when you have an enrollment reader, maybe in a badging office, you want to make sure the star icon is left toggled on for it. And then readers where people do not want to allow the ability to enroll, you just go in there and you click the star off, and nobody's going to be able to enroll on that reader. Once the reader has been connected to the gateway, I can now use an operator QR code to pull up all the diagnostics right from the display of the device itself. And I do this by going into Administration and Operators, and I'm going to go over and click on My Profile, and there's this display QR code icon here. So all I need to do is take this QR code and present it to the reader, and it will pull up all the diagnostics on the display. So I'm going to take that QR, present it to the reader. The first screen that pops up is going to give me all of the IP details, making sure it's all programmed and captured. It also shows me how many local biometric keys are loaded on the device. I present it again, it gives me the go uptime and the go MAC address. I present it again, and it gives me the reader expansion module uptime and MAC address if one's connected. Present it again, and I'm back to my normal screen. At this point, the reader is programmed and online. Next, I'm going to show you how to program the card format and get this communicating to an access control panel through either Wiegand or OSDP.